Happy September 22nd! Men are expected to be manly, and women are expected to be feminine. At least that's the way it used to be, and hey, maybe it still is. I mean, if you're a guy and you start crying in public, do you feel just a little awkward? And what about a girl? If your favorite football team just scored and you're doing a victory dance, do you feel like people are judging you? What? Make me a sandwich. Oh no's my Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch nightlight. So I have something to admit. I am not what you would call a super manly man. At least not by what I perceive to be modern day standards. I mean, you're more likely to see me taking in a musical than taking in a football game. You're more likely to see me working on my complexion than working on my car. And you're more likely to see me shopping for clothes than shopping for tools. James? They're for Little Dragon. Maybe I'm being a bit stereotypical here, but these things combined with my life experience have just taught me that I'm not your typical male, and sometimes it's made me feel a little bit awkward, especially when I'm around other guys.
Oh. Hey, team!
But I think nothing else makes me feel less like a man than when the weirdest things make me cry. For instance, here's a list of movies I didn't cry at. And here's a list of movies I did cry at. Yeah, half of those were cartoons. I guess I relate better to animated characters than you real flesh and blood types.
I love you, Spider-Cat.
But that's just who I am, and hey, you shouldn't judge other people just because they're different. I mean, hasn't anything ever made you cry unexpectedly? When I asked this on my Facebook and Twitter, Victor Batista said,
"When I was 7, my grandma walked into the house and the alarm went off and scared me to the point of peeing my pants."
Grandma! Ah! Christopher Knudsen said,
"The beginning of the movie Up. Please don't put that in a video."
"Don't worry, Chris, your secret is safe with me." And Jerry Lynn Cox said,
"My character on Second Life got married and I cried through the whole wedding in real life."
Don't judge. Don't judge. Don't judge.
"Okay, I'm judging you." Speaking of things that made me cry, my friends in Alaska made this awesome cover of a Leonard Cohen song. You might have heard it from Shrek. Shrek? Donkey? No, that's horrible. Shrek? Donkey? I don't have enough phlegm. There's not enough phlegm to do that voice. I just think it deserves all the attention in the world, and if you would be so kind as to click on their video and go watch it, comment, favorite it, share it with your friends and enemies, and then come back here and tell me if it made you cry like me at a Pixar film. I am ashamed. So what makes you cry? Leave your comments in the